Alabama Farmers Cooperative proudly presents Time Well Spent, a weekly celebration of the rural lifestyle, with your host, Jim Allen, featuring Grace Smith and Chuck Sykes. Brought to you by Bonnie Plants, Our Roots Run Deep, Alabama Farmers Federation, and Alpha Dental Insurance. The Tartargate Company, the leading brands in animal management equipment. Agra AFC. Record Rack, superior nutrition. Biologic, scientifically proven wild game products. The Management Advantage Consulting Service. And your local Alabama Farmers Co-op store.
Hello and welcome to Time Well Spent. I'm Jim Allen. Today Grace takes us to Talladega, home of the Mariana Green Henry Arena, where several dynamic young people are overcoming the burdens of physical therapy in some unconventional ways. Now let's go meet some special young people with Grace at the Mariana Green Henry Arena.
Today we're in Talladega at the Mariana Green Henry Arena, where hundreds of special needs children in the area are finding new and exciting ways to do their physical therapy.
All of our students that we serve are from the Alabama Institute for the Deaf and Blind. So there's 4 schools that are included in that. There's Helen Keller School, ASB, which is the blind school, ASD, which is the deaf school, and EH Gentry.
Well, our daughter Mariana was working with the Oak Mountain group in Birmingham as a volunteer, and she was so impressed with it. And we had horses and this farm and a lot of handicapped children here in town. So she said, you really should start something like this. But then she got sick. She had heart disease, and she was awaiting a heart transplant at UAB and died. And after that, we were devastated. So we said she really wanted to do this. And so we decided that we would try and get this started. So we talked to some of the people at AIDB, and they thought it was a wonderful idea.
So we ended up moving down here to this particular location and raise the money to build this arena. We formed a nonprofit foundation, and we've been operating now for almost 20 years.
My class comes to the MGH Arena 2 times a week, and we bring our students. The types of things that the therapists and the instructors work on here are goals that my students need for life, to help feed themselves and stretch their muscles and to communicate. And many times the kids will do things here that we can't get them to do in the classroom. They don't know they're working here, so when they come to the horse arena, they just think they're having fun, but the therapists and the instructors are able to get them to do things, and then we are able to get it to carry over to the classroom when we get back. We have students that are sensory impaired. That is one requirement to come to AIDB. I have the multi-handicapped, significantly sensory impaired. So they'll have a sensory impairment, then they may also have developmental delays, mental retardation, orthopedic issues. All of my students have orthopedic issues. So when you couple that and then get them to ride the horse and try and get them to communicate, it's quite a task. But we look at what's most important for the kids if they don't have a way to communicate that they're hungry or thirsty. This is obviously something we want them to do. So we'll teach them to either clap their hands or get them to tell the horse go, and they communicate to the horse. Then they learn that they can control their environment. And so it's very exciting.
We have certain hours of the week that are dedicated to hippotherapy, and that's where the PT and the OT have time to bring students that we feel will benefit from this particular therapy out here. And usually those are kids that need more trunk control or unable to regulate their sensory system, and then that interferes with their schoolwork or daily functions. And so we select them, and then we use the horse's movement. It's a 3-dimensional movement, the way the human's movement is when we walk. Our pelvis moves in those same 3 planes, or when we're sitting in our chair and reaching for items like a child would in their classroom. And so we're trying to build the muscles that provide them the stability for all their other skills that they will learn in school. They have to adjust their vision, their balance, and their reach when they are doing an activity, so we can add an activity on top of that. In addition, the horse's body heat will warm their muscles that are too tight and help them relax. We can target specific muscles that they use by the direction we go with the horse, or how fast we're going with them, or how slow. And so our instructors that lead the horse are a real critical part of our team because they coordinate all of that for us. And then again, they just think it's fun. They're coming out here to play, and it's good for them to get time in a different environment to break up their day, and they all look forward to it, and they develop a lot of relationships with our volunteers too that are meaningful. And so those all work together to give you kind of a complete package for the kid that's sometimes hard to duplicate in another environment.
And then we also have a Riders Club that competes in area shows. We actually have students from each campus on the team, and they get to really learn the total all about the horse, you know, total horsemanship through being on the team. It's kind of like they have their own horse for a year, and they come every week and they practice, and they go to competition where they do obstacle course and pole bending and equitation, and so they really get to learn how to be a partner with the horse.
I've won about 3 second places and 3 first places, and I won a first place championship in this arena. And I improve a lot, and I love horses. I want to continue working with them, work with them if I wanted to, and everything.
Okay, so at first it was really hard for you to lead the horse. Why?
Because I thought the horse might bite.
You thought the horse might bite you? So you were a little scared of horses at first? And then what happened? You got encouragement here, and that helped you? Did he ever bite you? No? Was he nice?
About the most interesting people and places of rural Alabama and the panhandle of Florida. In addition, you'll enjoy cartoons and great recipes, regular features by the state veterinarian, agronomist, animal nutritionist, gardeners, wildlife specialists, humorists, FFA, and 4-H leaders. The best part? It's absolutely free. Go to alafarm.com to sign up today. See what country life is all about.
Thanks for joining us today, folks. Until I see you again, I hope your time is time well spent.
Time Well Spent has been presented by Alabama Farmers Cooperative. Brought to you by Bonnie Plants. Our roots run deep. Alabama Farmers Federation and Alpha Dental Insurance. The Tartargate Company, the leading brands in animal management equipment. Agra AFC. Record Rack, superior nutrition. Biologic, scientifically proven wild game products. And the Management Advantage Consulting Service.